I don't know about y'all, right? But you can listen to this and then tell me if you think that 50 Cent was just out of pocket for this right here. Honestly, what I think is there's a war going on for King of New York and King of the throne. And unfortunately, it's more like a war for King of the Hood, King of Black people, King of the Ghetto. I heard a Tupac Shakur record where Tupac said, "This thing between me and Biggie is even bigger than us. This is about a war for the king of the niggerdom." Like kingdom, niggerdom, right. And why else would 50 Cent be coming at Diddy like this? So 50 Cent trolls Diddy with a letter to the judge claiming that he, 50 Cent, fears for his life. Now, mind you, this is one day before Diddy is supposed to be sentenced. And Diddy is trying everything he can to get up out of there. And here comes 50 Cent saying he fears for his life, keep him in jail. 50 Cent is mixing things up with Diddy just a day before he is supposed to find out if he's heading to prison or if he's going to be walking free. 50 Cent hopped on Instagram on Thursday afternoon and addressed Judge Arun Subramanian directly, sliding in his long-running beef with Diddy. According to 50 Cent, he has real fear for his life when it comes to Diddy, and he wants the judge to think hard about the safety of the general public also before giving him a sentence. He even reminded folks that prosecutors are asking for 11 years, while Diddy's legal team is begging for something closer to 14 months, counting more like time that he has already served. We don't want him walking out right now. 50 Cent claims that he's been living with paranoia thanks to Diddy, suggesting that the bad boy founder is dangerous even behind bars. So while Diddy has been busy running his so-called free game with Diddy business class in prison, 50 says that there's nowhere near enough time for him to learn from his mistakes. In other words, he needs to be behind bars for longer than that. The message wasn't just about safety, though. It was layered with him actually trolling. 50 Cent reminded the judge of Diddy's scandals, saying that his lifestyle puts people at risk. And with Diddy's sentencing coming down to years versus months, the tension between these two icons feels even bigger than before. Diddy and his team has not been mentioning 50 Cent, but 50 Cent for some reason has injected himself along throughout this entire process. Kind of like Cardi B drops an album, never mentioned Nicki Minaj not once on the entire album, but Nicki Minaj has managed to steal the spotlight by starting a beef with Cardi B, to which looks really bad right now because the children have been dragged into it. So throwing shots at Diddy's son as if going at Diddy wasn't enough. 50 Cent also pulled Diddy Christian Combs into this drama as well. He then referenced a rape allegations that was filed against Christian in a civil lawsuit, adding fuel to that fire by putting the spotlight on Christian. 50 Cent doubled down on his narrative that the whole Combs family's image is in shambles. This part of his rant made it clear the beef isn't just personal. 50 Cent is framing the whole situation as a public safety concern, as if their family is so dangerous that the head of that family needs to be locked up for a while to think about his ways. Now, what started off sounding halfway genuine turned into pure 50 Cent trolling. He told Judge Subramanian, quote unquote, he said, "Diddy only going to hire more male sex workers and keep most of the baby oil from the general public. And babies need it." This clown ass, man. It's wrong, but I gotta laugh. The man told the judge that all Diddy's got to do when he comes out is hire more male sex workers and keep all the baby oil from the general public. And the babies need that oil. My Netflix documentary on this scandalous subject is coming out soon, he said. I'm willing to bet that there'll be a lawsuit on that coming from Diddy as well, unauthorized. He even threw up a photo of Judge Subramanian for his Instagram audience. If anybody thought 50 Cent was pulling punches, this sealed the deal. He's milking this case for jokes and for views with all of this? Well, on the real side of things, Diddy is fighting very hard to avoid a heavy prison sentence. Prosecutors want him locked away for over a decade, but his lawyers are trying to swing a lighter bid for closer to 14 months, pointing at the 13 months that he has already served. With the judge weighing both sides, 50 Cent's latest antics adds even more pressure to an already messy legal situation, and fans are watching closely, wondering if Diddy's empire is about to crumble, or if he'll bounce back with his freedom intact. Well, I'll tell you what, right? Diddy still got all his money. So even if they send him to prison, Judge Subramanian cannot send him to prison for 11 years. So whatever the case is today, if the judge remains who I think he is, the judge is probably going to sentence him to some time. But I definitely don't think that that's going to cause his empire to crumble. If he got to sit down and do a couple of years at worst, that's what's going to happen. There's a lot of pressure on right now. I honestly hope Diddy gets out. And as far as 50 Cent trolling, let me say this. They got a saying that says, "What's a joke to you is death and destruction to me." So what might be funny to you is not funny to me. I also remember 50 Cent saying back in the day, he said, "Once you my enemy forever, and we never stop. The beef is never over." And that simply means he's going to go at him every chance he gets. Now, you got to understand, 50 Cent is definitely deeply invested in this because victim number one was Cassie. Victim number three was Gina, who actually wrote recently a letter to the judge where she said the prosecution or the prosecutors and the investigators, when they came to see her, to build this case against Diddy, they kept trying to pressure her to say she was a victim. And she explained to them that whatever she got involved in with Diddy, it was willing and she was not a victim. She doesn't feel victimized. They still left and put it on paperwork that she was sex trafficked and she was, she was a victim. And she still maintains that she was not. The victim number two is 50 Cent's baby mama. Now, 50 Cent's baby mama wasn't no accidental pregnancy. This is who 50 Cent was in love with and paraded to the public and was with for a while. This is the mother of his son that he loves so much. So he has vested interest in hurting Diddy in some way or another to get back some type of revenge. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you think this is bad timing for him to be cracking these jokes and saying these things to the judge about Diddy? Or do you think that, hey, all is fair in love and war and it is what it is? I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.